Broncos country, here we are, diving headfirst into the heart of our beloved Denver Broncos. Today we're talking about something that's been making waves during the offseason. The Denver Broncos are carrying 2 punters and 2 long snappers on the 90-man roster as they prepare for OTAs, organized team activities. That's right, folks. An epic battle is forming at Mile High, and I know you passionate fans are just as eager as I am to see how this unfolds. So, grab a beer, settle into your orange and blue recliner, and let's break down this news with all the energy that only Broncos country can bring. First, let's set the stage. The Denver Broncos are entering the 2025 offseason with a vibe of renewal. After a season with its ups and downs, we know that head coach Sean Payton and new special teams coordinator Darren Rizzi are applying pressure to sharpen the team in every phase of the game. And look, special teams is an area that always tugs at our hearts, right? How many times have we cheered for a perfectly placed punt or nervously bitten our nails over a bad snap? So, this news about having 2 punters and 2 long snappers on the roster is like a sign that the Broncos are taking the field position battle seriously. And you, Broncos country, do you think this is just a precaution, or are you already sensing the heat of a fierce competition? Now, let me tell you who the guys are in this fight. On the punter side, we have the veteran Matt Haack, who was signed in free agency, and the rookie Jeremy Crawshaw, selected in the 6th round of the 2025 draft. As for the long snappers, the starter Mitchell Fraboni is back, but he's now joined by the experienced Zach Triner, who was also brought in this spring. This is what I call depth, my friends. But as we know, in the NFL, depth often means competition, and that's exactly what's heating up in Mile High City. Let's start with the punters, because this is the battle that's burning the hottest. Matt Haack isn't a rookie in this league. The guy has been around the NFL, playing for teams like the Miami Dolphins, Buffalo Bills, and most recently, the New York Giants, where he played 4 games in 2024. Haack is the kind of player who brings experience and consistency. He doesn't wow you with 60-yard punts every time, but he's reliable, knows how to place the ball where it needs to be, and has faced the pressure of big games. For you Broncos country folks, Haack is like that friend who always shows up at the right time with a safe play, but doesn't make you jump off the couch every time. On the other hand, we have Jeremy Crawshaw, the Australian who's coming in hungry to prove himself. Selected in the 2025 draft with the 216th pick in the 6th round, Crawshaw was the first and only punter drafted this year. That says a lot, right, Broncos country? The guy is a gem the Broncos went after from the University of Florida, where he set records and showed off a rugby-style punt that's second to none. In 2024, he averaged 45.7 yards per punt, with 25 of his 59 punts landing inside the opponent's 20-yard line. That's what we call a field flipper, folks. Just imagine the impact a guy like that could have in tight games, flipping the field for our quarterback Bo Nix and our flying defense. And look, Broncos country, it's not just about the numbers. Crawshaw brings that Australian flair that matches the altitude of Denver. The guy has a compact, quick kick and knows how to use the mile-high wind to his advantage. But will he knock off Haack, who already knows the highs and lows of the NFL? That's the question on every orange and blue fan's mind. I want to hear from you. Who's got the higher odds to win this spot? Drop it in the comments, because Broncos country always has a strong opinion. Now, let's talk about the longs, snappers, because while the competition here may seem less intense, there's still room for surprises. Mitchell Fraboni is the guy we already know. He's been with the Broncos since 2022, coming from the USFL, and has established himself as a solid piece on special teams. The guy is like the unsung hero, the one no one notices until something goes wrong. But here's the thing, Fraboni is dealing with a small recovery from a back procedure this spring, which opened the door for the Broncos to bring in Zach Triner. Triner isn't just anybody, Broncos country. He's got 7 years of NFL experience, including a key role with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers team that won Super Bowl LV. The guy's a seasoned vet who knows how to handle pressure and has worked with some of the best kickers and punters in the league. At first glance, it looks like Triner is on the roster as a backup option while Fraboni recovers, but what if he lights it up during OTAs? Could we see a shakeup? I doubt the Broncos want to mess with what's working with Fraboni, but in the NFL, never say never. What do you think, Broncos country? Is Fraboni locked in, or could Triner surprise us? Meanwhile, on the kicker side, our familiar face Will Lutz is sitting pretty. He's the only kicker on the 90-man roster, which basically means his spot is more secure than a touchdown against the Raiders. Lutz has been a rock for the Broncos, hitting clutch field goals and bringing much-needed stability to the special teams unit. But as we all know, special teams is a full package. The kicker needs the long snapper needs the punter, and they all need to be in perfect sync. That's why this battle at punter and long snapper is so crucial. Now, let me zoom out and give you the bigger picture. This isn't just about 2 punters and 2 long snappers. This roster movement reflects the mindset of Sean Payton and Darren Rizzi. After losing punter Riley Dixon to the Bucs in free agency, it's clear the Broncos are looking for an upgrade. Dixon was solid, but there were moments in 2024, especially late in the season, where he didn't flip the field like we needed. That's where Rizzi comes in. He's known for building game-changing special teams. He wants a punter who isn't just booming kicks, but is a strategic weapon, someone who pins the opponent deep and gives our defense a real edge. And Broncos country, we know special teams can win or lose games. Who could forget that punt returned for a touchdown against us, or that blocked field goal that changed everything? That's why I'm so fired up about this competition. The Broncos are making it clear they're turning over every stone. They want the best, and this training camp battle is going to feel like an NFL reality show. Who's surviving the final cut? Who's taking the field in orange and blue on week 1? I'm counting down the days until OTAs. Are you? Another thing worth highlighting is how smart the Broncos are being with roster construction. They brought in Matt Haack for his experience, someone who can hold it down now, but they also drafted Jeremy Crawshaw as a long-term investment. It's that blend of present and future, and with Triner and Fraboni, they're making sure they're covered no matter what happens. That kind of planning makes you believe 2025 could be the year the Broncos storm back into the playoffs. What do you think, Broncos country? Are you feeling that nothing can stop us energy or still playing it cautious? Now, let me talk directly to you, the fans. Broncos country is known as one of the most passionate fan bases in the NFL. We pack Empower Field at mile high, we make noise, and we show every opponent that Denver is no joke. So I want you to jump in on this. Who do you think wins the punter? Battle? Matt Haack with his experience, or Jeremy Crawshaw with youth and raw talent? And at long snapper, does Fraboni stay locked in, or can Triner steal the spotlight? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Your opinion is what makes this channel come alive. As we wait for rookie minicamp and OTAs at the end of May, let's keep our eyes on the headlines. The Broncos are building a team that blends youth, like our rookie QB Bo Nix, with seasoned vets who know how to win. And special teams, often overlooked, could be the X factor that takes us deep. Just imagine a Crawshaw punt dropping at the 5-yard line, with our defense stepping up to shut it down. Or a perfect snap from Fraboni, leading to a last-second Lutzi. Field goal. That's the kind of moment that makes Broncos country erupt. To wrap it up, Broncos country, let me just say this. We're living in a special moment. The Denver Broncos are rebuilding, but with a clear plan. This special teams battle is just one more sign that this team is committed to being great again. So raise that orange and blue flag, shout, "Go Broncos!" And let's hope Matt Haack, Jeremy Crawshaw, Mitchell Fraboni, and Zach Triner bring the fire we need. 2025 is right around the corner, and I know you're ready to make some noise. Thanks for watching Broncos Country. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single update. Drop a comment below, letting us know your picks for the punter and long snapper battles, and share this with the rest of Broncos Country. Until next time, and as always, go Broncos!